All right, everybody, and welcome to another day of Cincinnati Lions Esports action. Tonight, what we've got for you is the last match of the season. We do have Cincinnati Lions Black facing off against the Franklin Phoenix at the final match of the Platinum League Series. Now, we do have Winterfest Winter Cup coming up, and there will be more announcements about that. So next week, around the same time on Saturday, we do expect this team to still be playing. But right now, Cincinnati Lions kicking it off on Sunset. On the attack, we have Princess Ari, we have Lil Calante, we've got Goose, we've got Blossomy Viper, and we've got It Is Nick. A lot of new players starting off on as we continue to refine these rosters for the Cincinnati Lions. And then for the, excuse me, I've got something stuck in my throat. It always happens right at the beginning. But also for the Franklin Phoenix, we do have Dario, Robelander, Gwif, and Shogu, and then also Spiff.
Toxins going up.
So right now we do have a 3v5 situation for the Cincinnati Lions. We have, right now, we've got Nick carrying the spike as the Gecko for the team. They seem to be kind of slow playing it towards the A site, but not really seeing a whole lot of luck. I think there might be an opportunity here for Blossomy Viper to get Shogu. He does, evening up the head count. Not sure if he's going to be able to see this player coming up behind him.
Here.
Unfortunately, does get taken out by Robelander.
And
we do have one remaining player in the form of Lil Calante, who goes down. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I tried earlier, and I don't know if it was correct. All right, back at it. We got 1-0 for the Franklin Phoenix. Franklin Phoenix with good start on the first round, but I definitely saw that as a very even round.
Right there.
Kind of, I think the Cincinnati Lions had a pretty good, decent plan there, and I'm hoping that they can maybe capitalize it again right now, where they are approaching the A site for a second time. So predetermined smoke off locations going down. We do have Boost, also known as Sunny, leading the way for the Cincinnati Lions onto the site. Able to get there, and right now they may not be aware of it, but they have pretty good ownership of the entirety of the A location. Who's going around looking for some picks at the moment. I think gonna get the jump on a couple players, but does go down, and the Cincinnati Lions Black all wiped out in just a matter of a couple of seconds by the Franklin Phoenix, and they are going to be able to take that second round in a row with a flawless victory. All right, moving back over to one of our Lions.
Let's have some fun.
All right, a little bit of a change in tactics for the Cincinnati Lions. A little bit more of a split offense between both the A and B site. We do have some still discipline and slow movement coming from the Lions, and I do like this, mostly due to the case that I think last week they were running into some issues about going into locations a little bit too aggressively, trying to move too fast, and really just walking into the line of fire of the opposition. Ooh, Dario taking down Ari. Nick following up with the trade. Let's go ahead and see how this rotation goes. I think with Nick and Ari on the B side before Ari went down, I think it became a realization that Hey, the B site's open. The B site has some space here, and if Nick can maintain this angle as the rest of the Lions flow in, I think there may be a good chance they might be able to get a decent plant explosion on the B site. So the spike has gone down. The Lions are setting up. No one really looking up top, though. A little bit of adjustment here for Nick. Deciding to spray through that smoke. Was hoping for some lucky shots. Plante here. They knew that that was going to be a location. It's Nick taking down Shogi. We've got trades back and forth. 2v2 now. Potential defuse coming through here, but Goose taking Spiff down.
Last player standing.
Goose taking down another one. Goose, potential clutch victory there for the Lions. Great job by Goose taking down those final players. Great job. I do want to see the Cincinnati Lions get a little bit more confident in their movement and placement of these spikes. I feel like we're getting there. We're getting to the site, and I think the tempo is good, and it's been working out decently for them. But once they have the location, the retakes are just so powerful from the Franklin Phoenix team, and Goose did a great job of clutching it up that last round, but it can't be an every-time thing for sure. It's not sustainable. Goose going down to Spiff as the first casualty of this match. And we do have kind of a B-heavy attack happening here for the Lions. All right, we see some synchronized efforts here as they push onto the B site. Ooh, lost me Viper and Lil Clomp getting two, but
one enemy remaining.
Only one Lion remaining in the form of Princess Ari. Now the spike has been dropped on the B site, or I'm sorry, rather planted. And Ari knows exactly where it's at. So as the surprise shots, oh my goodness, that would have been one of those wonderful opportunities where you've probably seen it before, where a player that's hiding in a corner like that will see the first person come through a hallway, and then they allow the second person to come through the hallway before engaging in order to get both very quickly. I think that would have been a really cool move, but definitely just pretty standard trade. And that did finish it out for a 3-1 score for the Franklin Phoenix as we move on to this next round. Alright, looks like we're seeing a little bit more B site. Maybe? We'll see. They're playing even farther back than normal. Really trying to pull out some of these Franklin Phoenix defenders. But you know what? They don't need to. They really don't need to. You know, they're on the defense. They can just hang out, but they're looking for picks, and boom, Goose was there with the shotgun and is going to kick off the action in this round. You see movement on the mini-map like a beehive once they got that first pick. Hey, Lions have the advantage. Let's start moving, but Gwiff taking two down on the B side back-to-back is evening the odds. And right now it's 4v3 in favor of the Franklin Phoenix. Now, spike has been planted.
Last player standing.
Only one player remaining, and down goes Goose, and that is going to be a 4-1 score for the Franklin Phoenix. It's good to see y'all in chat. We got Mama B with the hype. Papa Bear, let's go Lions. And Nova, we miss you, man. Glad to see you watching us.
Match,
Love the
I
support.
cannot say I'm surprised.
All right, let me go ahead and get us back onto one of our Lions players.
Cover going out.
Alright, what is he doing? Okay, we get some movement here over to the left with Blossoming Viper on the B side, but it does look like that they are redirecting the spike towards the A. So what I believe that we're seeing here is a little bit of a feint, as the true intention here is for the A side. Now, right now, is this going to happen for Blossoming Viper? Unfortunately, Swift does come out of that trade favorably. Goose taking him down. And we are 4v3 again right now with the Lions at a little bit of a head count disadvantage here. Nick with the spike over towards the A site.
Thrash is ready.
A little bit alone and unafraid. We'll see if Goose can get some of the necessary picks here, but nope. Swift too quick over that box. And now we are down to Princess Ari. The last remaining hope for the Lions. Goes down in a blaze of lead as the Franklin Phoenix increase their lead to 5-1.
There.
Trying to think. You know, it's tough to predict how the Lions are really going to be reacting. Only a few of these players having been long-term players for the Lions right now. But I definitely think that a lot of the newer players that are having opportunities to really stretch their wings and see how they're going to perform on this team. This is great experience for them as we final out and finish up this winter split. Now, we do have the spike laying on the ground back there. I don't know if it is Nick is going to turn around and get that, or if it's being left there for a specific purpose, for someone else to loop around and grab during like a rotate. Nick taking some shots through that box. You might be seeing that pickup happening right now.
I got the spike.
And we do have some action going down over towards the B side with Blossoming Viper trying to see around these corners. Got a little Calanthe there as well. I think I decided I'm just going to say that differently every time in the hopes that one of them will be correct. All right, these two really kind of keeping the defense busy,
30
keeping their
seconds
attention.
left.
We've got two players in the mid looking for picks here. And also providing kind of a stable base for a rotate if needed. The spike has been dropped on the B side. Goose goes down. Still 4v4 though. Oh, Shogu taking down Princess Ari is going to give the Franklin Phoenix an advantage here. Now there's only 8 seconds until that spike needs to get planted, and I don't think it's going to happen. At least not this time. We have Lil Calanthe just getting out of dodge. And that will be a 6-round victory for the Franklin Phoenix.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them.
And on to the next.
Get out of my way!
Don't get in my way!
Shadows traveling.
Okay, just a little bit of early poking and prodding. Might see a potential engagement up here. Wondering when this wall is going to go down. Or, I'm sorry, this Viper ability. Oh, right here, right around the corner. Ari might have a chance. Meanwhile, on the B side, we do have the rest of the Lions. Oh, there we go. Ari taking one. The A side completely open and clean. We do have the remaining Lions doing a hard rotate along the south to make their way back to the A. Now, we do have a teleport over from one of the Franklin Phoenix players, and Ari did catch that arm poking around the side. And we may have an opportunity here for Goose. Ultimate ready. Coming in. Oh, how was that a miss? I felt like he was all over that. But that's okay. We still have 2 Lions
One
remaining.
enemy remaining.
one Lion remaining, and the Lions have been wiped out. It's going to give the defenders another victory
If you are
here,
not doing
bringing
well,
the score
keep
7-1. That was a good round, though. I feel like a couple shots just went a little wide, and that made the whole difference for the Lions during that round.
Careful here.
Here.
Okay, not seeing a whole lot of player movement or purchasing. I imagine there's a lot of comms going on right now, as they're probably discussing changes to their plans or alterations of how they need to approach this in order to get get that momentum back. All right, Lions checking all of the angles as they're moving very deliberately forward through the southern portion of this map. We do have some players rocking pistols right now. Ooh, Ari getting into the first firefight of this round.
Blinding.
Getting some shots through the walls here. Ooh, Robelander taking down Blossoming
Spike
Viper
down
on
mid.
another portion of the map. Oh my goodness, Gwyff taking down Ari and Nick. I feel like Ari definitely had some good shots there. 2 players remaining for the Lions. Goose probably going to get the jump here on
Stay down.
Spiff. Does. Decides to take the weapon for good measure and throw it outside the map. I love that. Didn't necessarily want it, but wanted to make sure that they didn't have it. So got rid of the op. Moving back
30 seconds left.
to the Spectre. And I think
Last
they're...
player standing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I think that was purely because of the just the weapon swaps as well. Just toying between the knife and the gun.
10 seconds left.
Satchel out.
Real Quant. Dario just running straight around the corner and taking her out. Is going to bring us to round number 10 with a score of 8-1 in favor of the Franklin Phoenix. Here we go. Looks like we have a full 5-stack over towards the right side. Okay, the breach ability has gone through. He's taking some pot shots through the smoke here. Hopefully not going to be out of position. And was hit from the side by Shogu.
Spike planted.
It's these retakes. The retake ability of the Franklin Phoenix is very, very good. We're a team that definitely knows how to synchronize an attack and quickly snap, their shots based on where they expect the enemy to be.
Dizzy's up.
Dario taking down
Last
Nick.
player standing.
1 player remaining in the form of Blossoming Viper does go down, and that is going to bring the Franklin Phoenix to a 9-1 score against the Cincinnati Lions Black.
Flawless.
Okay, so we are officially at 9-1, which also marks the score where it was the biggest spread that we've seen so far in a comeback for Cincinnati Lions Black. So the Cincinnati Lions Black a long time ago, completely different members, but they were down 9-1, and they were able to completely return and win the rest of the match. So maybe that's what's going to happen here, but I think that it's going to be a little bit of an uphill climb, but they're still in this, absolutely. And I think not after this round, but the next round, we will see a swap in sides. See what the Cincinnati Lions have to offer on the defense. Good initial first pick here for the Lions. We do have this A-side push initiating. We have Local dropping placing the spike in the middle of the A-site. And now they're starting to take up their angles, their corners, and making sure that Franklin Phoenix stays out. Now, Ari getting a whiff. So far, lessening the number of people coming in. Ooh, nice double swing there between Nick and Ari, taking down another one.
I'm out.
Right now, it is 2 Franklin Phoenix against 4 Cincinnati Lions. We do see Spiff with an op, taking shots at the Gecko ability. Nick trying to get some peeks out, but ends up staying a little too far and ends up getting shot for his efforts.
One enemy remaining.
No. Does look like the spike is going to explode. Does take out Goose, but that's okay. Second round victory for the Cincinnati Lions is going to bring the score to a 9-2 score, and this is the last round before the swap. So, as I was mentioning before, at the end of this round, the Lions and the Phoenix will swap sides. Lions will be on defense, and the Phoenix will be on offense. And all economy and all work put in so far for gathering armor, weapons, etc. will be wiped clean. So, we'll have to see how the Lions do leading into that during this last round, and if they have any different strategies to show us while they're on defense.
Here. Here.
Playing it slow. Lost Me Viper slowly moving up here. He's going to get a peek out. And that peek turns into Spiff. Lost Me Viper. Spiff able to quickly teleport to one of his little planted card thingies. But we do see it rotate for the rest of the Lions. So a little bit of movement here for the Lions heading towards the A site. Currently, Blossom Me Viper still the only casualty for the Lions. Gwyff taking down Nick. We've seen a lot of engagements with Gwyff. Definitely seen a lot of engagements with Gwyff. He goes down to Ari. But I would not be surprised to see if Gwyff had a relatively high kill number in this match. Goose putting down some obscuration. He's moving forward. Aware the Roblander's over here. Ooh, making some noise though. Here comes Roblander, and is he going to be able to get her? Not quite. 3 players still for the Cincinnati Lions against the 4 Phoenix that exists. Only 17 seconds until the spike needs to be planted. Shogu taking down another Lion. Goose looking for a clutch attempt here. Does take down Shogu. But 2 players on the box was too much for Goose, and he does go down to Dario as the final goal. So that's going to bring it to a 10-2 score in favor of the Franklin Phoenix. Cincinnati Lions, now signified by their teal portraits and on the mini-map, now swapped towards the top of the map, is now on defense. So best thing we can hope for the Lions for the rest of this match is that their defense is airtight, and they are able to keep the Phoenix from winning 3 more rounds, as 13 is the score that we need for this match to end. Do see a little bit of a pretty standard defense here. 2 on each side, 1 kind of towards the mid. Now we do see the Franklin Phoenix really stacking up for the B site.
Right there.
Here they come. Oh, coming in hot. It is Nick barely surviving the exchange of gunfire there. And the Franklin Phoenix running through. Now, the spike has been dropped. It's 3v3. The Lions need every round win that they can get. Oh my goodness. Roblander with the shots through the wall, taking Lil Clanth down. Leaving Goose and Blossomy Viper. Now the spike has been planted. It is on the Lions to do something about this, but Spiff getting a headshot on Goose. Blossomy Viper going down to Roblander, and that is going to be an 11-2 score for the Franklin Phoenix. Their first attack going successfully. We'll have to see what the Cincinnati Lions have in store for them coming up now. Seems like a very similar defense. Currently, they do have Blossomy Viper transitioning more towards the A side than the B side, but you may see him walk his way
This
down.
should do.
Nope. Does seem that they're going a little bit more heavier A, which is probably a good thing, as it does seem to be a 5-stack attack coming from the Franklin Phoenix on the A side. Here comes an opportunity for Goose in the shotgun. Is he gonna get anything off? 2 lines already down.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Oh, nothing.
Long.
Flawless victory for the Franklin Phoenix is going to put them on match point as we enter a 12-2
point.
score.
This has gone on long enough, I think. Enough.
Cover going out.
All right, we are off to the races. Here's some gunshots. No casualties as of yet. Take that back. Dario taking down Goose.
Right there.
Ari aware of the player coming up. Tries to switch away
Last
from
player standing.
shotgun. Oh my goodness, the Franklin Phoenix
Attackers
made a
win.
very quick work of that last round. Finishing score of 13-2 for tonight's match. Thank you everyone for watching. GG's both teams. And I think that's going to be it for the Platinum
GG's.
League
Have a nice night.
scores. So,
You guys
thank
as
you
well.
everyone for watching, and tune in for